Yo, 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 it's D.Arthur in the building. Talking to you guys today about why your masculine energy enhances on semen retention. Your masculine energy enhances when you go on semen retention. And now you're getting more synchronicities. See, the thing what happens when you go on retention is that since you're conjuring up a lot of dopamine in your brain. You can start noticing that when you go on, when you maybe have been on retention for maybe a month, as opposed to just relapsing like yesterday, that it takes less to get you happy. This is a good thing. You have more dopamine, you have more things to fall on, and now it takes a lot less for you to be happy. You can be happy just by yourself. You don't need a lot of other external things to get you to that state of just free flowing and in the flow. You can be in the flow by retention alone. You can be in a state where you're very present. You have high energy. You can laugh. You have high enthusiasm. You have high energy. You're just becoming very masculine and just you're just happy by itself. This is what tends to happen when you go on retention for a while. Since you're on retention, the dopamine starts rushing. Like there's more brain circuits, more brain activity, in your brain, and now like everything, like I said, everything it's just easier. It's just easier to do things. You're just living in a free flowing state, and this is a very good thing for you because you can talk to anybody without having any stimulants or anything like that. You can just be yourself, and people are going to find this attractive. You're in the moment. You become more present when you go on retention, because a lot of guys, they say they're shy. They don't have things to fall back on. They don't know how to communicate. They don't know how to interact. They don't know how to put themselves out there. And the way you can finally nip this in the butt is by retaining, meditating, having high energy, having high testosterone, just so you can feel good without anything else. This is the bottom line. You want to feel good without really doing anything, without having to take drugs, without taking it out, without doing all these external things that are intended to make you feel good. You want to feel good by itself. You want to feel good just by being you. And you can get to this state. It takes some time. You go on retention for a while you're working out, while you're meditating. These small habits compounded over time just help you become the newer 2.0 version of you. And you'll start attracting synchronicities. You're in a public setting, you're in a social setting, you've been on retention for a while, you have a lot of dopamine, everything's more natural. You stop being in your head. You stop being in your head and you start fully, like I said, being fully present, fully being there. And now your authenticity, your authentic self, your authentic self is now present. Your true core self is present, and now people are looking at the real you. They're interacting with the real you. And I mean, this is the most attractive thing that a man can do, is just be his real version and his real self, be his most fully present version, not in his head, not shy, just literally who he is, his core values, everything that he stands for, fully being expressed in the present moment. And this is pretty much how you can weigh a crowd. You can sway a crowd. You can really have people feel you, if that makes sense. You can get women to feel you. You can get men to really relate with you, and you can really you're increasing the entire vibration of the room that you're in, just because of your fully present self. This is the best way that you can live your life, but it takes work, because like the thing is, instant gratification all these other things are put here you're always in your head, so you're always doubting yourself, and you're never really fully there. You're always in your head, you're always thinking about other things. You're not fully there. But when you go on retention, when you're living the authentic life, it's just easier to have one synchronicities, easier to interact with people, easier to be happy by itself, and just easier to be less depressed. Because the thing is, depression is a real thing. We have people taking all these pills, social anxiety, all these things. But the thing is, the bottom line is, if you have something to live for, you're just less likely to be depressed. If you can wake up and have a certain mission and be really excited about something that's happening maybe in the future, it's just less likely for you to be depressed because you actually have something to look forward to. You have to continue to create things to look forward to. You have to continue to create things to look forward to. And when you go on retention, when you're fully present, when you're meditating, all that social anxiety gets out the window. Now you can fully be there, and you can start looking forward to certain things. You can start looking forward to different things. You can start looking forward to all of these different things. So yeah, this is a very good thing that you can do. Go on retention. And I mean, we had some people ask about just like attracting maybe your ex or a crush or something when you go on retention. And the thing is, if you're doing this retention thing just to attract maybe, and this is probably what you don't want to hear, but if you're doing retention to attract someone, maybe a past lover, ex-lover, or something like that, you're doing it for the wrong reason. See, the thing is, what happens when you go on retention for a while, you basically don't need your ex or maybe your past crush or something like that. You don't need them anymore because you're fully happy in the present moment. And the thing is, once you don't need somebody, that's when they want to come to you. Once you stop thinking a thought, that's when the thought comes to you. Or once you don't need anything, that's when everything comes to you. And this is how you live your life. You need nothing, and everything comes to you. The root of all suffering is needing something. Having craving something. That is the root of all suffering. Because if it doesn't come, then you're always going to be left in anticipation. You have to get to the state and stay in the state of not needing anything. You have to be fully happy and fully present with yourself 24/7. This is how you get to the state where you don't need anything. And then if you don't need the woman, then she would like to be a part of your life. If you don't need something, then they would like to be a part of your life. And this is the idea so the reason why you might attract a crush, an ex-lover, someone in your past, something like that, is because you no longer need them. Your happiness is not dependent on them, and not being dependent on not being dependent on their happiness, on them for you to be happy, is how they get attracted to you. This is called magnetic energy, magnetic attraction. You become magnetic when you don't need anybody. When you're outcome independent, you're okay with the outcome, and you're okay with not having the outcome, but that's not going to change your mood. You don't need things. Like I said, you get to the point where you don't need anything, that's when everything comes to you. And this is how you have to stay in the state. And doing these small habits, like I said, meditating, retaining, hitting the gym, gives you that feel to say that I don't really need anything because I have a lot of good already inside me. You have to think of retention as sharpening an axe. You go on longer days so you can finally be present. You can finally keep saving a lot of feel-good energy. And once you get to that point where there's a lot of feel-good energy in you, that's when everybody wants to flock over to you and see what you have going on. And this is how you attract people. And the people who are truly meant to be with you they're the ones who are going to stick around. But like I said, if you keep relapsing, if you're just not doing, if you're not self-improving, then you're going to think you need other things. You're going to think you need out. You're going to think you need that girl. You're going to think you need all these things to happen for you to be happy. And that's when things don't happen. Happiness is an internal state. You don't need external things to make you happy. You need to be fully present and be happy by itself. And then that's when all other things seek ye the kingdom of heaven, and all things will be added unto you. That basically means seek seek your highest good. Seek being happy in the fully present moment, and then once you're fully present, and you don't need anything external sources, that's when all the additions will be added to you, if that makes sense. So, see, retention will enhance your masculine energy, will increase your masculine presence, where you get to the point where you're getting synchronicities, you're getting double looks, you're getting attraction from everybody, woman, men, you're getting attraction from everybody. And they're asking you, they want to be a part of what you have going on because you're in the fully present. Everybody wants a piece of happiness. And if you have enough happiness in you, then people are gonna gravitate towards you. This is how you have to look at it. And this is how you have to look at it. You keep retaining. You get happier by your natural state. And now people want to be a part of your life just because you have so much good energy to give out to people. This is how you have to look at it. Also, I'm announcing that I'm doing a 12-week program, a 12-week program, coaching program, where we help guys who have dating anxiety or have anxiety really kill the anxiety so they can become their fully present self, so they can attract the highest quality mate if that they want. This is specifically, we're only working with 3 to 5 people who specifically have dating anxiety, who have anxiety, or who pretty much have anxiety and want to kill the anxiety so they can become their fully present version, their most ideal version, so they can attract a high quality partner, or a partner if that's all you want. We're only taking 3 to 5 applications. You have to qualify for this, but if you think you think you'd be a good fit, make sure you book a strategy call with me down below, and we'll talk about the things that you may need. But with all that being said, like, comment, and subscribe below. Thank you for the subscriptions. We'll see you in the next video. Thank you.